ready, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh my gosh, it's time. So here we are. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday Live with the Creativity Cave. I'm Dina Rico, and I need my Stampin' Lips for today's live. I hope that you guys have been having just the best day ever. I am happy to be here with you. Uh-oh. Let's turn down that because we don't need to hear my voice in more than one place. We had a relaxing weekend. My daughter and her boyfriend came over yesterday, which was so wonderful. Which I just love seeing them, and they brought their little dog Summer, and it was funny because on Saturday it was summer. It was 80, I think 82, 3, 4, 5, something like that. Real toasty, and then Sunday it was windy and like 50, and today I woke up and it was 28. And I think we still had a window open, so it was brisk. But it felt good. But this year, I believe we are still in false spring, like third false spring. That's how the Midwest works for spring. So anyway, let me know where you are watching from. I always love seeing you. So I'm all bundled up. I have this really cozy kind of oversized sweatshirt, and I just love it because it's so cozy. So I'm sort of bundled up today because I've been cold all day long. So it is great to see you all here. Noreen is watching from Maryland. Shirley says it looks comfy. It is comfy. It's super soft too. So I love that. And it's sunny. But it's only 48 and it's a little windy. So burr, if you know what I mean. Hello, Anne from Delaware. It's good to hear or see you. And I see Sonia and Kathy. I love seeing all you guys. I hope that you had a great weekend as well. We came back from On Stage. We had a lovely time at On Stage. It was so wonderful to be there. It was warm at On Stage. I have experienced all the seasons in the last week. Spring, summer, winter, and I guess not really fall technically, but we were hot and sweaty in Long Beach, which I was not quite prepared for mentally because it was cold and then it was hot. And then I came home to the tail end of a blizzard. Not like Kelly had. She had a ton of snow waiting for her at home. She got stuck an extra day. I'm sure you've heard or seen her talk about that. I made it home just at the tail end of the snow and blowing snow. And last week there was like a 2 or 3 foot drift outside my window, and it all melted in like 2 days because it was super nice last week. And then it got cold again. So it's just been interesting weather-wise here. And I had to laugh because all of the people who went on spring break, if they came home Saturday, they came home to nice weather. And if they came home Sunday, they came home to cold weather because it was spring break here last week. Anyway, I am super duper excited. I don't think I told you guys this. I booked myself a little ticket to go watch my Carl run in Oregon at the end of next month. So it's still ways away, but I'm so excited about that. I'm going on my own for a trip and I cannot wait. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. It's going to be amazing. So excited. He is running and he's very excited. He also runs in California, I think twice. And he's super excited because he runs fast enough to run at the Stanford meet in California. And Stanford is where my husband went to grad school. So that's kind of cool. I think he wanted me to go to that meet, but I thought one trip to California in the spring is enough. I wanted to go to Oregon because I felt like there was still some stuff we didn't get to do last time. So that'll be really fun. Also, let's see. Has he talked me into Hawaii yet? No. No, because yeah, no. No. Okay. And then what else was I going to tell you? Oh, so I wonder what I don't know what he's going to end up doing. He said he was going to come home for the summer, but then he said he was going to stay up at school this summer. So we'll see how that all pans out. I'm not sure. I told him I'd come visit him, but we're going to go up there for his conference meet, which is in May, which will be good. I got to find some dog sitters here pretty soon because we've got our trip to Alaska with Stampin' Up that's coming up, and then my trip to watch him run in Fargo. So I get to only see him twice. He doesn't run as much as he did in high school. There's not as many meets, and they're definitely not as close. So it's tricky. Anyway, there's like nothing. The closest he runs is Fargo. At least his indoor season there were 2 meets. I only went to 1, but I could have gone to 2. But the second one I was at with my helping my sister. Oh my gosh, I can't even talk. Anyway, I can't wait for that. And let's see. What else was I going to say? Hi, Tracy. How are you doing? Tracy is from, oh, Shelly. Shelly, I will text you. You're cracking me up. Anyway, I've got some fun projects for you today. I have one that I'm not sure if I like it or not, so we'll have to see. But the other 2 I love. And they're all kind of simple designs. I've been doing just all kinds of random little things all over the place today because I've just been busy with all kinds of stuff happening, and I haven't gotten quite as much stamping done as I wanted. But tomorrow I get to stamp for actually a lot, to be honest. I love when I have stamping days because they don't always come around as often as I'd like. And I like doing them together because I feel like once you kind of get going, then you get going, and that is all good. So anyway, all right, a few announcements. So tomorrow is a very exciting day because we get to pre-order from the new mini catalog, or I should say catalog. If you haven't heard, Stampin' Up! Is switching to 3 catalogs per year. There's not going to be an annual catalog. And I was a little skeptical at first, but now that I've heard and seen more about it, I'm very excited. So that's happening tomorrow for demonstrators. I'm very excited about that. And I also have my Stamp Happy Live tomorrow afternoon. If you are part of Stamp Happy Academy, you can enjoy that fun. It's going to be a good time. Also, I've got our Craft Like a Boss is starting this week, later this week, where we are going to be stamping projects live on our Stamp Happy Academy Facebook page. And you can get in on the fun. We are going to have such a good time. We have 9 projects coming to you over 6 days, and each day will have lives, and of course everything will be recorded, and it's going to be so much fun. If you are a Stamp Happy Academy subscriber, you'll get the PDFs. In fact, you can download the first PDF. It's on there already for our projects. And then our second PDF will come out after the event is all over with all of the completed projects and photos and all of the things, links to the video recordings and all the good stuff. And we do have some kits left. So if you would like one, you can get registered. I believe there is a link to the registration in the description of this video. And we only have 1 bundle left, and the dies are already sold out. So if you want to get in on it, I would go for it. I'm super excited about it. Ooh, somebody said they got their kit today. Yay, I'm excited about that. We've got some really wonderful projects planned, and I can't even wait for mine. I'm very excited. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And oh, Patricia got hers today as well. Awesome. I love that. It always makes me happy to hear that you're getting your packets, because that's so fun. And we worked really hard to get them out to you, hopefully in time. Whenever we mail anything, it's in the hands of the delivery gods at this point, so hopefully they come through for us. But I love seeing that people are getting their packets. That is always good news. All right, well, I am going to flip my camera around. Actually, I'm going to quick panic clean my space because, like I said, I was kind of finishing up my final project. Oops, here. A quick couple of reminders. If you would like to get in on the card challenge for this month, the theme is rainbows, which is like kind of my theme overall right now is rainbows. I've been having so much fun with rainbows. I love rainbow colors. It's such a perfect time of the year for rainbows. And with spring in the air, I think it's just a really great theme. So the technical theme is white on white embossing plus a rainbow. And we made a really cute card for that last time that I was live before I went to on stage. So hopefully you can join us for that. It is a really fun theme, and I think relatively easy. And I said you can take as many creative licenses as you need to create your project, but I think it's going to be a good one to enjoy. All right, now I've cleaned enough that I can flip my camera around and show you my table. Actually, now I can. Okay, I've got some cards to share that have come in my mailbox as well. Here we go. I've been having just a lot of trouble with my phone holder. I miss the old, do you remember selfie sticks? That's how I actually have, for many, 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 many years, that's how I've held my my phone for recording. And so that kind of cracks me up. But anyway, okay, so I've got some super fun projects or cards to share from my mailbox. So look at this super simple and super cute card. This is from Sue Ellen, who's on my team, who's just the sweetest. So thank you for that card, Sue Ellen. I also got this super fun St. Patrick's Day card, which I just love. This is from Debbie, who's the best. Also, I loved your message, Debbie. Thank you for that. And then this super fun card, this is from, yeah, I was going to say, I think it's from Karen. She is the best. She is a leader on my team, and I sent some little leader love gifts out earlier this spring, and she really liked hers, so that made me happy. This is a super pretty card as well from Julie, who thanked me for sending her a birthday card. She's part of our Sunshine and Rainbows group. If you're interested, there's more information about that in the description of this video. Here is another beautiful watercolored card. This one came to me from Debbie, who is just the best. I actually saw Debbie at On Stage last week, so that was so sweet. So thank you for that card, Debbie. I'm glad you're enjoying the watercoloring. You know that always makes me happy. This is another super cute card from Karen, aka Sparkles, on my team. So thank you for that. I appreciate it, Karen. Ooh, I was going to say, whoa, did I not open this? But I have. Oh, this was a really cool card. Look at this. Oh, this is from Linda, who's just the best. And I love this. A great big thank you for getting me into watercolor. You are welcome. But isn't this a beautiful card she sent? I love this one. This is with some of our DSP from the mini catalog, and she just did a lovely job with this one. So thank you so much for that. And one final card. This one is from Greta, who is on my team, and she just sends the cutest cards. She loves making cards with our Stampin' Up! And ephemera packs. And look at how fun this is. It's just so cute and simple. And of course, a matching envelope, which is adorable. So thank you so much for that. I love all the cards in my mailbox. It just makes me so happy. I came home to several cards after my trip, which made my which put a big smile on my face. So that was very nice. All right. Oh, a couple of quickie announcements. So we've got online exclusives that came out earlier this month. I believe I'm using some of them today. Yes, I'm going to use this garden poetry suite, which at first I was like, it's all right. But I've been playing with this. And if you love floral images, but maybe aren't super into coloring floral images, this is a really great set for you. I think you're going to love my project. I think there's something else I'm using out of here. Maybe not. I can't remember. No, maybe. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. Okay. But anyway, so there's lots of fun stuff in our online exclusives. So make sure to check those out. A bunch of things were not available, but they came back last week. So that is good news. Also, we have, as I mentioned, our Craft Like a Boss is happening starting on the 25th. So in just a couple days. And everybody can join in on the fun of that on our Stamp Happy Academy Facebook page. So watch for that. I'll post reminders on my social media. Also, what else do we have? Oh, speaking of Stamp Happy Academy, I have March's live number 3 happening tomorrow at 3 p.m. Central Time. So that's going to be fun. And I've got some great projects. Actually, I was thinking, did I post my link yet on this website? I might not have, so I will get to that. But I'm looking forward to stamping with you. That's one of the reasons I get to stamp so much tomorrow. Yay! As always, I really appreciate your orders. If there's anything that I create today that you would like to purchase, I would be so grateful if you could shop in my online store because it helps me bring more videos just like this one to you each week. This week is the last week to get, well, actually it's almost the last week of March. I guess March hangs on to Tuesday next week is the last day of March. But whenever you spend $20, you get rewards from Stampin' Up. When you spend $35, you get invited to our Stamp Happy party the following month. And when you spend $50, you get the All-Star video class bundle. This month, it's cute as a bug. And can I just tell you, the projects are so stinking cute. We also send card kits out for people who spend $75 a month. We always do that at the end of the month. So like we do all of them at once. In case you're waiting. And we're a little behind right now, just FYI, because my helpers and I have not been together for more than 3 weeks. So I'm really excited to catch up this week. Anyway, we do all kinds of fun stuff. So we would love to have you be a part of that. Also, if you are part of Paint with Dina or part of our Fall in Love with Watercolor, we've been doing our 30-day challenge. We still have just a little over a week left on that. And if you're not keeping on top of it, don't worry, you can come back to it anytime, but we've been having so much fun. If you're not part of Paint with Dina, though, you can get registered. There's a link in the description of this video. We do awesome stuff every single month, and we would love to have you be a part of that. Okay, now, today we've got some fun projects. Our first one was this, so this is funny. This was sitting on my desk. And so I just kind of had to get back into it. The Greenery Lane bundle is a really great and versatile bundle. I love this one a lot. It comes with, or I should say, there is coordinating washi tape to go with it. And I have not used the washi tape yet. So I wanted to create something with washi tape. And I saw a little something, I think I was at Onstage, I'm not even sure. Any updates on the Easter basket bundle? Yes, it is sold out. The bundle is. I think the stamp set's still available, but the dies are sold out, unfortunately. Okay. And then I thought it would be fun to use washi tape on my card, but in maybe not exactly the way you would probably use washi tape. So let me explain. So normally you could put washi tape on a piece of paper And then, well, at least I suggest putting it on a piece of paper, and then you can die cut the images out. So I'm just going to put this on here like so, and then I can trim this off. And then the dies in this bundle are super handy because you can die cut them right out of the washi, so they have that kind of neat watercolory appearance. So like that one and this one, and you get the drift and so on and so forth. These all cut out with the dies. But in this case, I thought, let's just use the washi, okay? Because we put it on the paper, so let's take a look at using it in a slightly different way. So I'm going to pull out a piece of, well, let me start with my card base, which is Cloud Cover. And then what I'm going to do is take, this is a 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, 3 3/4 by 5 inch piece of basic white, and I'm going to grab that washi and just place a piece of it onto my card. Oh my gosh, but not like that. Oh my gosh, I just did the most horrific job of trying to put this on. Let's see if we can get the bubbles out with our bone folder. I think we'll be successful. I did a really bad job of that. Let's see if I can pull this up, because geez, Dina. And I was even thinking, oh, don't do that. You're going to mess it up. And here we are. Okay, I think we're going to be all right. All right, this is what bone folders are for, right? They will get all of your wrinkles out. I sure didn't have this much trouble before when I was making this card. Oh, it's probably also because I put it on here crooked. You know, we might just start this one over. Oh my gosh, I'll just toss that one aside and let's try it again for reals. Now, here's a suggestion for myself. I'm going to take my silicone craft sheet and I'm going to pull my washi one more time. This time I'm going to be careful. Okay. And I'm going to, oh my gosh, I did it again. You guys are like, yeah, washi's super easy to use. Okay, it actually is. It helps when you're just doing a better job in life, as I clearly am not right now. Okay, there we go. That's better. And then when all else fails, just use the piece you had ready to go. This isn't bad, but it's not good either. I really had no trouble with this. I don't know if it's because of my camera or what. I'm telling you, things happen when the camera is rolling that do not normally happen in life. All right, so I wanted to take, in my card here, we've got garden green, kind of some cloud cover, and I don't even know. I would call that, it could be either Pretty Peacock, or I think you could also make it kind of, what is that color? Secret Sea. So anyway, I'm going to make it Secret Sea. I'm going to adhere this to my card, and then I'm going to pretend that I am actually a professional stamper. Hopefully, you guys will all still believe me at the end of this. But this is a 3 7/8 by 5 1/8 inch piece of garden green. Okay, so I wanted to take and add some ribbon to this. So I grabbed my cloud cover ribbon. And actually, I'm gonna, before I tie ribbon on, I always get so excited about this stuff. I want to take and stamp my sentiment. And one of the things I love about this set is the sentiments are super nice. They're nice and kind of bold words, and they're really great. So I'm going to do Here for You. And we'll stamp that, like I said, in secrecy on my cloud cover cardstock scrap. And then I'm just gonna punch this out. I think the 2-inch circle will work. Yes, like that. Okay. Is my hand bruised? Oh no, Wendy, I had a little, that's watercolor paint. I had a little incident earlier today. I've washed my hands like 3 times, but this has really stuck with me. So you know how it is. It's not bruised. It's paint. Occupational hazard, right? Okay, so I've got my Here For You, and I want to pop this up onto my card like so. And it's going to be so nice. Hi, Jane from Duluth. Hope you are doing well. Oh, and then before I stick this down, though, I want to put my ribbon on, and I want to tie a little bow. I think, let's see if my ribbon will kind of slide. Nope. All right, so we're going to tie our ribbon around, and I want a little bow, and I want the bow to be positioned kind of right on the edge of my sentiment. This will all make sense in a second. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to trim this. How's the weather in Duluth? Have you had all the seasons in the last week or two, Jane, like we have down here? It's been kind of crazy. Okay. Oh yeah, that's on there. And then we'll just do this and this. It's so cute. Okay. And there we go. So now we have this washi, which gave us this beautiful, colorful background that we did not have to stamp or paint. And we're going to pull out our ribbon scissors to cut this ribbon a little easier. Look at that. So nice. And then we're going to put it on our cloud cover card. So look at, this is such an easy card, and it looks fantastic. And if you can put your washi on, like I know you can, you are good to go with this one. All we need is a little embellishing. So for that, let's pull out our bag of tricks here. I was thinking these deer dots would be great because we've got that granny apple, or what am I saying? Garden green. I always get granny apple and garden green tongue twisted in my head. I know they're completely different colors, but I don't know what it is. I think it's because they're both greens. They both have G names. And so it's a little tricky. Okay, so let's put some of these dots on here, like so. And like that. Okay, now on the inside of our card, because, you know, you can always do some fun stuff. Okay, well, I got to grab another piece of white because, shocker, I went through mine. So what I wanted to do is take a piece of cloud cover cardstock. This is just a 3/4 inch strip, and we're going to stamp on here. So I'm going to bring in my scrap paper, and let's just take and stamp a couple of these images on here. I am going to use my cloud cover ink pad, and let's see. I'm going to do the details kind of at 100% ink, and then we'll add the two-step stamp part at stamped off. And as it turns out, they're pretty light, but it looks kind of cool on this paper. I thought about using the washi, but because we would need kind of a huge hunk to make it work, I don't know. I just thought this looked a little bit better for the inside of our card. But you could die cut one or two of those washi leaves out if you wanted. That would for sure be really cute. It's kind of up to you. But I just thought this finishes off our card so nicely to put that on the inside. And I like this kind of card. Now, if you didn't want to write a lot in here, you know, because sometimes these are tricky cards to write, you could take from the stamp set and add, where did my stamp set go? Oh, it's right over here. You could do wishing you well or hugs and kisses, or pardon me, loves and hugs, sorry, love and hugs, because you can add that to the inside if you needed to have, I call them filler sentiments. I know that sounds crappy, but it's true. Sometimes we need to take up the space because we're not sure what to write. I'm just laying it all out there for you people. And I'll do that in Secret C. But I love love and hugs. I think that's just a nice sentiment. And now there's less space to write. Just saying. Okay, so there you go. Very simple, easy peasy card. All right, now we're going to do, this next card is the one I'm not 100% sure about. And hopefully you guys can kind of help coach me through it. I don't know. Maybe it's not, maybe I'm weird and it's fine. But we're going to take a look. So I wanted to use the product of the month this month, which you can get for $5 when you spend $75 in the online store. And of course, when you do that, you will also get the product of the month PDF from me. Now that will come out at the end of the month. Because we, as demonstrators, can't get this one early, we can't make the PDF ahead of time, unfortunately. But you can also purchase the PDF. It will, again, for this Notes of Spring stamp set, be available at the end of the month. Just as a reminder, product of the month products are while supplies last, and supplies sometimes last and they sometimes don't. So we'll see how quickly this one goes. I think it's a really sweet set for spring. I think it's perfect for Easter or just springtime cards in general. There's the sweet little bunny, a little goose, duck, whatever you want to call that, swan maybe even, and then a sweet little deer. And then there's kind of like a flowery thing, and then some sort of greenery images. And there's like 2-step images for all of these, which is kind of fun too. All right, so I want to use this set. I'm actually going to pull out a couple more pieces from it, but it's a really neat set to work with. Like I said, because it's different from really anything that we've got. So here's what I started with. I've got a card base that is Lemon Lolly, which is just a lovely springtime color, and one I don't use a ton, but I think is perfect for this card. Because I'm not so much the soft pastel-y kind of gal, but I like more vivid colors. I'm sure this is shocking information for most of you. And I knew I wanted to use a little designer series paper. So this is from the Subtles designer series paper. And then I had this scrap of soft seafoam in my scrap drawer. And I'm sure that you can appreciate this, but this piece of paper was just this size. And so I thought, well, I'm just going to use that. And then I decided to put a piece of DSP over that. And I really liked the look of this on my card. So that's literally where this came from. It was just, this was the piece of scrap size that I had in my drawer. I don't even know what the size of it is. And I went ahead and used it. I did die cut this label out of it. And that's where I'm not sure if we're going to use that or not. So anyway, having said all that, let's stick this baby down to our card. And then we're going to add the DSP right over the top, like this. Now I've got a couple of options I really want to do one option, and then if I can't do it, the other option will work. I put that up a little too high. I think I actually, man, I'm struggling with the adhering of paper today. Wow. Whew. Who knew that was going to be so tough for me? Let's take this, and I want to adhere this over the top because then I can plan a little better if I've got my whole piece out. You know what I mean? All right. Now I'm going to put that a little bit below the center line, just because. Okay, so I've got a 2-inch width piece, and let's give you some measurements because I know you guys are probably like, what? Okay, so we've got 2 3/4 by 4 1/4, and then this is 5 by 2 DSP. All right, now I die cut these 2 pieces, and I wanted to stamp the duck or whatever we think that is. It's definitely more regal looking than the Canadian geese that my dogs like to terrorize when we go on our walk. There's a little pond near us, and there's geese there. I'm going to stamp this in some gray granite ink, like so. And then here's where I'm not sure if I like this or not. Let me grab a little scrap so I can show you what I'm talking about. So we've got this little 2-step stamp, which is fine. I like, you know, the concept of it and everything. And here is what it looks like. Where did my lemon lolly pad go? So if you put lemon lolly on here, it's going to go on like that. All right. And I can't decide if I like that or not. So then I thought, well, let's make it a little bit more interesting. And we're going to put some Pumpkin Pie Light Stampin' Blends on here. Like that. Do we like that? Or do we want more defined yellow, as in we take our lemon lolly blends and add a little more color? So well, maybe I want the dark one. So I'm just adding a little more color than what's in this stamped image, the 2-step stamping. So tell me what you think. Do you like the stamping by itself or with the 2-step added? Stamping or with blends? That's what I guess I'm asking. Stamping only or with blends? Maybe stamp off. Well, okay, I tried that, Cheryl, and I liked that even less, to be honest. I'm laughing. Enhanced version. You guys are all answering different. Okay, I actually like this better. Okay, so I'll show you. This is my first one. So I stamped off this one, and then I added the Stampin' Blends, and I did not like the look of that. I like the look of this a little better. So we're going to go with that. So let's do that again. The stamping off just made it a little too light, I guess. Oh, and I did a horrible job of stamping, so that's not helping things at all. We'll fix it with our blends. Goodness. Oh, I can't win today. I don't know what's going on. All right. So I added some more color with my lemon lolly. Like a lot more color. And then I'm going to add my pumpkin pie. I was going to tell you how easy it was to do this because, you know, there's not like real coloring, just a little extra. Okay, then what I want to do is take and add some of the greenery with my soft seafoam ink pad. So for this, I'm going to grab my scrap paper once again. Where did I throw that? Because we're going to stamp off quite a bit. So I've got this, and I'm just kind of adding a little bit more greenery underfoot here, or under, there we go, like that. So now there's kind of some greenery at the bottom, but I want there to be a little sky at the top. So I'm going to grab a blending brush. Let's see, I thought I had more of a blue one. What color is on here? Is that green or blue? I don't know. We're gonna, oh, this might just be clean. I cleaned that one out, so. All right, so I'm gonna put a little bit of balmy blue on here. And the reason, you guys are gonna laugh, is because I wanna use the balmy blue ribbon. This is why I've added balmy blue. Because we have this super cute ribbon. Okay, so there we go. I got a little heavy-handed right there, but we're going to let that slide. All right. So we're going to put that on here like so. This might have had some green ink on it because this is not super balmy blue looking, but we're going to also let that go. All right. So now here's where I am definitely struggling again with this card is I've got this label. So all of these dies are from the Nested Essentials dies. And in this label, I die cut this, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to use it or not. And here, let me give you all the information. So I'm going to adhere this down over here like so onto my card. This will get popped up, and then we're gonna, in between those, tie on our bow. And I feel like the bow should be over here because we're gonna put a sentiment right above it. And I like the look of that. Okay. So this is our little balmy blue gingham, which is just so cute and springy. And, oops. I'm going to put that on my card like so. And these colors are just, I think, kind of the epitome of springtime colors. Let's, kind of do that like that. All right, and then this is going to get popped up on here. Gosh, I almost feel like we could use my old one and a different blending brush because that one is dirty. Here, look at, oh, it's a fresh new blending brush. It's like a Christmas miracle. I think that one had some green ink on it, which made it not quite right. So let's put the actual balmy blue ink on here because I think that's going to make it look better. Or maybe I'm picking up ink from my sheet because, gosh, that happened again. What is happening here? I think it's from my paper. That doesn't typically happen to me. My gosh, are we going to have to make another duck? Let's try this. This is the best one. Let's see if we can die cut this real quick. Oh, it's too small. I was afraid of that because this is a little scrap that I used. You guys, the stamping gods are not with me today. What is happening? All right, let me find a quick scrap. I'm going to try this one more time. Third time's the charm, right? Or fourth. Seriously. I'm on like my... Okay. Look at this. Almost a fresh piece of paper. Let's get rid of whatever ink is on here. Get a little bit more off. And okay, I think we've got pure balmy blue now. Oh my gosh, that looks better. All right. Then we're gonna stamp our duck once more, like so. We're gonna get our lemon lolly back out and we're gonna stamp that. Line it up real nice, like a professional stamper would. Not bad, not great, but not bad. Okay, we're gonna pull out our blending brush and just add a little bit more color to this. Our duck's head is a little green because I got aggressive with my ink blending. But it's all good. Okay, the beak and the feet. Da, 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 da. All right, and then I don't know, this is kind of bad, isn't it? You guys, seriously. Well, I like the coloring here, just not here. Oh boy, oh boy. But let's get back to this. So we can always fix this again later. Like I'll do that after the fact because you don't need to watch me do this. But the real question is, do we put our sentiment on this little label or not? That's the question at hand, friends. So the sentiment, by the way, is from our stamp set, which, by the way, is called Notes of Spring. Except what did I do with it? Here we go. And it says, especially for you. So I thought this would be like a cute little Easter card or a springy type card that you could send somebody. And so we'll stamp especially for you. My worry is this is not going to be super dark, but we're going to go with it. Uh-huh. What do we think? Cute? Sweet? Horrible? Okay. We gotta embellish. So I was thinking maybe iridescent pearls, just because those are super sweet. Or those muted dots aren't the right color. Are they? I don't think they're exactly the right color. Don't we have, I was thinking we had something kind of yellow, but maybe those muted dots are what I was thinking of. Oh, yes, these. I don't even know if these are still available. Rainbow adhesive backed dots. We're going to go with it. Judy says too many labels. Somebody said, oh, everybody said no. Oh, okay. We do not like the label. Really? I do. Oh, man. You guys are tough. Hope likes it. Thank you, Hope. The ribbon helps with the blue. Maybe move the sentiment shape up. There. I think that's cute. I can't believe you guys don't like it. So harsh. I'm kidding mostly. All right. Then we'll pop this up, keeping in mind that we might redo it. Because despite the fact that I am a professional stamper, I am struggling just a bit. Also, I think I'm having a hot flash. Because my card is not going together as well as it was in my head. So the reason I wanted this low is because I want to keep my ribbon low. Maybe I need to keep my ribbon under that part. Goodness, this is like the card of 50 mistakes. Let's see if I can hold it together for our final card, guys. I feel like I can because it's a good one. It's actually my favorite card. Personally, I like to keep the ribbon over, like, you know, close to the sentiment. I kind of wish I wouldn't have put the sentiment up so high. All right, we'll see what we can do here. It's all going to work out. It is probably going to work out. It might work out. There we go. And then we're going to stick this right back here like that. And then maybe I'll make my bow a little smaller. That could help. And we're going to trim the ribbon just a little. Ooh, Joy says, baby card. Yes, that would be really sweet too. Especially like if you weren't sure of the sex. I think that would be good for that. There we go. Well, I think it's cute. All right. So we've got our little yellow rainbow dots. Let's stick those on. I am having a hot flash. Kelly Barb and I were talking about this when we were in Long Beach last week, and I was like, yeah, I don't really get them when I'm stressed out. I think I get them when I'm stressed out. Oh, goodness. This card was really cute in my head. There. I still think it's pretty cute. Just not super cute. All right. Now, for the inside, we're going to take and we can put some of our designer series paper, which I think I forgot to cut a little strip, but we can add that to the inside. So let me quick lop off a hunk. And here's where, you know, you could add, so it says especially for you, you can save and add something like happy birthday or congratulations or happy Easter, whatever you might end up needing this card for after the fact, you know, so that you can just add it to the inside to keep it more personalized. I'm going to leave it blank for now, but you know, any of those occasions, Easter, birthday, like this would be a sweet first baby card or a christening card or, you know, whatever you needed it to be. So there we go. Nice green duck. I think it's cute. All right. Let's put that to bed and we're going to finish strong because I really like my last card. So this one, as promised, we're going to use the Paradise Garden bundle. Now this comes with an embossing folder. It's a hybrid folder. And then this cuts out some of those beautiful leaves. I think I used the folder in my last live. I really love it, but it wasn't actually for this card. So we're going to change gears a little bit. We're still doing some spring colors. These ones are just a little bit more vibrant because, you know, that's how I like to roll. Let me just put my ink pads away before there's a situation. And I'm going to clean those blending brushes. All right. So for this one, we're going to keep it pretty simple, but very striking. I'm going to start with my Calypso Coral card base. I also meant to say this earlier. The discontinued list, I think, is going to come out tomorrow. I can't remember. But I will tell you, things are going to go fast once that list comes out. There's already some things that have been selling out, and I know that's disappointing, but my my suggestion to you is if there's something that you are interested in, get it now, because you don't want to miss out. And this is always a frustrating time of year, but just know that hopefully the things that you want, you can get. All right. I'm going to start with a couple. So I've got a Calypso Coral card base. I'm going to start with a couple of scraps of Calypso Coral and Petal Pink. And we're going to do a little stamping from the images in this stamp set. So if you remember, I said this is the set that's really great if you like floral images, but you don't necessarily like coloring them in. So you can take and stamp in solid color on the same color cardstock. So this is Petal Pink on Petal Pink. And then I'm going to take another image and stamp Calypso Coral on Calypso Coral, like so. So these are really pretty images, and we can just die cut those out like that. And look at how pretty those are. Now this bundle also comes with, or the suite, I should say, comes with some really pretty designer series paper. And they're really vibrant colors, but there's a couple of softer colors too. I chose this pattern, and let me pull out the whole packet. There's really vibrant colors, as I mentioned, but also some softer ones. And then it also kind of depends on where you are on the sheet. So like up here, I see more Calypso Coral and Poppy Parade, but down here it's a little bit more Calypso Coral Petal Pink, so it just kind of depends. And then the back sides are really fun. They're watercolory looking papers. This sheet is a similar design, a little different, and it is Berry Burst and Blackberry Bliss. Yeah, so pretty. And then look at that beautiful background on here. And then there's also some blues and some greens in the paper as well. So it's really good stuff. And then this is kind of yellowish, orangey shades. So really nice paper. Look at that. So pretty. You can do this card with any of those color combinations that I shared. So this one is going to be with the lighter part of that DSP, and we're just going to adhere it to a Petal Pink layer. And then additionally, the dies have some really cool shapes. So there's this kind of wavy label die. There's also like a hexagon die, and a kind of just a regular label. We used to have a punch like that, but they're really kind of fun. And then of course the different shapes of greenery and flowers. So you can die cut all these pieces out, which is of course wonderful. So I've got this piece. Now I really wanted to put my sentiment on here, but have my my like floral pieces on top like that. And so that kind of limited what sentiment I could use. So I decided to bring in another set for sentiments. This A Round of Hellos is really cute. It coordinates with our 2 3/8 inch circle punch. But I really like the sentiments, so I took the thank you. There is a thank you in this set. It just is not quite the right size. It fits this whole thing, but not just the part. So anyway, I'm going to grab that and combine it with You're Amazing in Every Way, because who wouldn't want a card that says that, right? So sweet. So I'm going to take and stamp this in some Calypso Coral right there. Okay, and let's adhere this while we're at it. But isn't this label fun? And it's really cool too, because it has like the kind of like score lines within the label, which I think is cool. All right, and then I'm going to add this to my card. I think I'm going to pop this up because I can, right? You should always pop stuff up on your cards. I thoroughly believe that. And when you run out of dimensionals, you just get some more from my online store. It's all good. Okay. There we go. So we've got our little greenery pieces. Now I'm going to take and add some ribbon to this. Now this is from my Misty Moonlight and White ribbon. I actually wanted this last week and didn't have it, so we're gonna pull it out today. And I'm just gonna slide this piece of ribbon across here. And actually, yeah, no, I'm not going to. I'm just gonna do a bow. Sorry, I changed my mind, because that's also how I roll. So if you can't tie a bow, just tie a knot. That's fine. Nobody will know. All right, and I'm gonna take and stick these on with a couple glue dots. But I love having these kind of stick out over some things, like so. And then we'll add our ribbon like that over the top. And you can put that on with a mini glue dot or with a whatever adhesive you like. Mini glue dots are so good for this type of thing. All right, and then last but not least, I want to add my inside of my card. I, of course, could put my designer series paper, but I thought I would change it up just a skosh and do a little stamping. And then I've got this little label. So I'm gonna stamp that piece in here. So I'm gonna go like that with my petal pink and like that to kind of fill this corner up. And then we'll do our other flower like that. All right, and then we've got our sentiment. Now this is again from A Round of Hellos, that other stamp set, because it fits just perfectly with this. And of course, we decided everybody would feel good about themselves if we received a card that said, "You're amazing in every way." And this is funny, I can see that my stamp is on here a little bit crooked, so I'm gonna throw it down on my cardstock, let it straighten itself out, and my grid paper kind of helps. Pick it back up. Now it's straight, and we're gonna stick this on here. Ooh, it's gonna be tight, but we can do it. Oh. And then we're gonna just put that right down there. I kind of like having the leaf hang off. And we don't have, or we don't typically use glue dots on the inside of our card, but you can get a little lift by putting your card or your little panel on with some mini glue dots. So that's what we're gonna do. And put this right on the inside. Okay, so I made at least one good card today. Like, my first card was good. It just, the struggle was there. I swear, I am a good stamper. But how pretty is that? But wait, there's more. I think it is for sure time to spritz. So I'll put that on here. Ooh, I think I just got the underneath of my phone. That's nice. And then we're gonna grab either, I think I'm gonna use these pearls. This is the Pearls of Beauty. There's like actually quite a few different things you could use on here, but I think this will look nice. So I'm going to take and stick one right in the middle, right there. And then we'll sprinkle a few more of these around our card to make it extra fancy pants. Like that. Oh, so pretty. And there's the inside. Just love this one. Oh, thank goodness this one came out. It's a little rough today. All right, so let me show you my cards. We've got the Greenery Lane, the Notes of Spring and the Paradise Garden. Goodness, I always struggle with the names of these things. Anyway, how pretty are these? I still like this card, even though this, I gotta fix that. Oh, and I forgot to stamp the green. Yeah, I'm gonna just fix this. So watch, I'll post pictures of the actual real deal. Fifth time's the charm, right? Oh, goodness. So anyway, I hope you liked the cards. Please come back and watch me again. Don't forget, I will be live tomorrow for Stamp Happy Academy subscribers. If you're not a subscriber, there's still time to get in on the action. We offer a lot of bang for your $20 a month buck. There's also, I have a blog hop later this week. I think it's on Friday, so watch for that. I'll have another video coming out, which will, it'll be good. Actually, I'm really excited about it. It'll be very good. So I hope you can join me for that. Otherwise, have a really great rest of your week. Thank you so much for being here. If you could give me the thumbs up for this video, that just makes all the difference. It really helps me out a lot with YouTube. They love it when you like my videos. Of course, if you are joining in later, don't forget to let me know where you're watching from. I love seeing where everybody is in the world. And have just the best week, you guys. I hope you do, and I'll see you soon. Thanks, friends. Bye-bye.